In question 2, the information we're told is ray CD bisects angle TCV. So if we set up angle TCV and we bisect that with ray CD, that means that these two angles, since it's the entire angle is being bisected, those two angles are going to be equal to each other. And so again, the relationships that we know here would be that the measure of angle TCD plus the measure of angle DCV is equal to the whole angle measure TCV. And then we also know, because the ray CD bisects, the angle TCD is exactly the same as the measure of angle DCV. So those are the measures that we know. And so now when we go through to solve for the information, if we were told that angle TCD was equal to 50 degrees, and we wanted to find angle TCV. So TCD is half of the whole measure. So measure of angle TCD is equal to 1/2 measure of angle TCV. And so if we just substitute in our number, 50 is equal to 1/2 of the angle that we're looking for. All we need to do to isolate this is to double both sides. The half and the 2 cancel, leaving the measure of angle TCV to equal 2 times 50, which is 100 degrees. In part B, here you're told that the measure of angle TCV is given as 178. If you're looking at that measure, what you can identify is that DCV is exactly 1/2 of this whole measure TCV. And so here, if you just substitute in the measure of 178 in for TCV and then solve, you'll get your solution. So if we took 2 goes into 17 8 times with 1 remaining, 2 goes into 18 9 times, so we get the measure of 89 degrees for our angle measure DCV. In the third part to this, we were told that the measure of angle TCD is given as y, and we want to find TCV. So again, if we're looking at this, TCD is equal to 1/2 of that whole measure TCV. And so if we substitute in y is equal to 1/2 measure of angle TCV, so to solve for this unknown angle, we're going to multiply both sides by 2. The half and the 2 cancel, and we get our angle to be angle TCV to be 2 times y. In part D, you're told that angle TCV is given as y. If that's the case, you know that TCV is exactly twice the measure of DCV. And so if we're solving for this, we can substitute in a y. And then to solve for DCV, we simply divide by 2. So we get y over 2 is equal to the measure of angle DCV. Part E, if you're told that the measure of angle TCD is given as y plus 40, and you want to solve for TCV, again, measure of angle TCV is twice the measure of angle TCD. And so if you just substitute that in, y plus 40, you get your solution. And again, you can leave it here, or you can extend it, expand it out to y plus 80. Either of those would work just fine. And then the final question here, we were told that the measure of angle TCV is equal to y plus 40. And you want to find angle DCV. Also, again, if you look, measure of angle DCV is equivalent to 1/2 the length, the measure of TCV. And so now it's just a matter again of substituting 1/2, substitute that whole binomial expression in for TCV, and you have your solution.